Chris Haig and this is the Fiddle Channel. Today I'm going to be playing a tune called The Princess Royal. Now this is an interesting tune with an interesting history. It was actually written by Turlough O'Carolan, the blind Irish harper in the 17th century. And he went around the country writing tunes for a living in exchange for hospitality from rich folks. The Princess Royal in this case was the daughter of the Princess of Coolavin. So this has a very old Irish feel to it, and one of the features of O'Carolan's compositions, he tended to write in something closer to what you might call a classical style, in that he didn't use the standard 32-bar forms that we've become more used to in traditional music. He tended to write in a more linear way. So it's quite an interesting tune. It incidentally became the origin of the Raggle-Taggle Gypsy, the song, which you recognise from the two opening bars. But the story didn't end with O'Carolan, because in 1796 it was used by an English composer for a light opera, and it was given words, and the tune was called Arethusa. And Arethusa was a battleship, an English battleship, and basically this was a bashing the French kind of song. And so this became very popular as an English tune and ended up as an English Morris tune. There are many versions of it. Sometimes it's played as a hornpipe, sometimes it's played in a major key, sometimes in a minor key. And you can see a very interesting version from a chap called Matt Green, who plays the fiddle holding his bow up here, holds the fiddle way down on his chest, and he dances whilst playing it. It's quite a sight, and you can see that on YouTube. I'm going to play two versions of this tune. The first version I learned from John Bowden, and I'm then going to do a slightly more interesting version which I learned from Chris Wood. So, the first version is... So that's the first version. I'm going to play it again, and this time I'm going to put some drones in and a few ornaments. English style fiddle is usually heavy on drones and light on ornaments, and I'll attempt to do that. Now the second version, which I learned from Chris Wood, is more interesting in that in the second half it goes to the Dorian mode. So it's in D minor. Yes, it's in a different key for a start. It's in D minor, and the second half has a lovely B natural, which is a lovely feature of quite a lot of English traditional music, is this Dorian mode. So he plays it in C minor, I've taken it up to D minor. you can see it's quite different. It obviously has a lot in common with the first tune, but you might almost think it's two different tunes. I'm going to play it again, and I'll try and give it a little bit more ornamentation and a little bit more droning again. So you might well ask, well, which version should I learn? So obviously listen to both, decide which you like best and learn that one. And when you say, I'm going to play the Princess Royal, people will prick up their ears and they'll think, oh yes, I love this tune. And then they'll hear whatever version you choose and they'll be disappointed because it'll be the wrong one. But anyway, if you enjoy this, then subscribe, send me an email and I'll send you a copy of both versions of the tune. See you soon.